What's going on, guys? My name is Fat Bento, and I've been getting a lot of questions about what gear you should upgrade, what you should do next after the Call to Arms event, and today we're going to talk about it. So, let's jump right into it. So, we are back on my dual blader, and she has finished the Call to Arms event. She has opened all 12 of her boxes, and as you can see, she's got her Tiger Soul, her Silver Steel accessories, as well as the Amplitude necklace and Thornbreaker 9 weapon, and all this nice stuff. The only thing she has that isn't strictly from completing the Call to Arms event is her Wingrise Soul Badge, and I will have a video talking about that upgrade in the near future, so look out for it. So I'm going to talk about gear in a more general sense at first, and what you should be upgrading, and then I'm going to talk about how to upgrade the gear you actually got from the actual Call to Arms event. So let's start with the overview. So in order of priority, what I think you should upgrade first is the weapon. Of course, it's your biggest source of damage. Then your ring and earring. These are your raid accessories specifically. Then your bracelet. This has a lot of multipliers and really helps you do damage. And also your necklace is pretty similar to that, so you should go with that as well. After the top row of accessories, you can either choose to do the gloves or the belt. It just depends on what you need. Belt if you need more survivability, or gloves if you want to do more damage. However, if you're looking for more defensive stats, then I would recommend upgrading your soul shields first, just because they're a lot easier to obtain than an entire accessory. Then we come to the last row of accessories, and these are your long-term upgrades. These will take a very long time to do, so you just need to kind of keep them in the back of your mind and do them as you are able to pick up the items. This is because these items all require either Sacred Vials or Pet Packs, and the easiest way to get those is through events. In addition to those items, these also have huge costs associated with them. For example, this heart upgrade requires a premium transformation stone, and all the ones above it, I believe, do as well. So it's very expensive. So just sit back and relax. Don't really worry too much about these. Only when events happen, you should be picking up Sacred Vials and Pet Packs. In terms of which of these you should upgrade first, I would go Soul, then Heart, then Pet, and then Talisman. In addition to my advice, you can also press Ctrl J on your keyboard, and this opens up the play infographic. You can click on any of these dungeons, and it'll show you kind of a requirement that it recommends for these. And if you ever feel stuck, you can just go in here and see what you don't meet the requirements for, and go towards that. However, it doesn't matter too much unless you are looking at a normal dungeon or above, just because the easy dungeons and anything under 2k AP pretty much doesn't have wipe mechanics, so you don't really need to worry about dying. You can just go in there. If your party has enough DPS, you'll be fine. All right, let's get into the specifics of each upgrade. So right now, I'm going to recommend that you do not upgrade your weapon because you don't really need it. Thornbreaker 9 is actually pretty high tier. I believe it is the third highest tier in the game right now. I can't pull up the play infographic to confirm that, but it is a really solid weapon, so you don't really need to worry about upgrading it now. So when we're talking about the ring and earring, they basically do the same thing, but they each enhance a certain skill. For example, my ring enhances Lotus Slash, while my earring enhances Primordia. How do we know which one we should upgrade first? Well, the easiest way to do that is by doing a parse. If you don't know what a parse is, it's basically a way to determine how much damage you do. The easiest way to do that is to go down into your menu, and then go down here to the Hongmoon Trading Room, or you can just press F12 on your keyboard. So when you get in here, you can go into the Dungeon tab and pick any of the bosses you want to do a parse on. Most people do the Training Dummy, so we're just going to go with that. And then I would also recommend you do Partner so you don't have to worry about taking damage. So you're just going to fight this like you would any other boss and see what skills do the most damage. Alright, so now that we've done a bit of a parse, you don't have to do the whole thing. I generally like to do it for a couple minutes. Or about to 10% to kind of see what's going on. So if you hold Alt and hover over your battle record, you can see all your skills and how much damage they did. So with this, you're looking to upgrade the accessories that enhance the skill that is highest on the list. In my case, the highest skill that a ring or earring enhances is Lotus Slash, and that's my ring, so I'd be looking to upgrade my ring all the way to stage 10 first. The ring and earring will pretty much have the same upgrade costs, so that's why you should prioritize one over the other. For example, to upgrade my Silver Steel ring to stage 3, I'm going to need 1 premium transformation stone, 20 mech hearts, 720 soulstone crystals, 200 moonstones, 720 sacred crystals, and 200 Elysian crystals, as well as the Hollow's ring. The earring is the exact same, except it requires the Hollow's earring. In order to upgrade accessories that have these stages on them, you're going to need legendary jewels. There are 2 types of legendary jewels. There are the yellow legendary jewels and the green enlightened jewels. What you're upgrading will determine which of these jewels you will need, but for the silver steel earring and ring, you'll need the enlightened jewels. You can get these by going into the Dragon Express tab right here, the first tab. You can either buy them for 1 gold and 1 Elysian crystal, or if you have legendary jewels, you can exchange them for 3 of the enlightened jewels. And just for reference, the next highest tier of ring and earring are the Uzume ring and earring, which used to drop from Thornwind Cavern. It doesn't exactly show on the drop list right now, but that doesn't mean it still doesn't. But right now, you can purchase them from our good friend Dragon Trader Jinsore, and she has them available for 1,000 gold and 10 nocturnal scales. But you are only able to purchase this after you have beat Uzume, the Thornwind Cavern boss, 300 times. So don't worry about it too much right now, just know that these are the next tier of ring and earring. Next, let's talk about our bracelet. Right now, I have the Wild Song bracelet. This is the bracelet that you will get at the end of the Call to Arms event. It is also the bracelet you get by opening the Cathedral Cliffs bracelet chest from the Sun's Ascension accessory selection chest. The next stage of bracelet will be your Sanctum bracelet, and this is, for me, going to be the Wild Rage bracelet. The main way you're going to obtain this bracelet is by getting the Agitator accessory selection chest. This drops from normal dungeons and above, and when you get it, you're going to want to select the Sanctum Bracelet chest. Jinsore also sells this chest for 250 Sanctum cores, which you get by doing normal dungeons or above. Once you have your Sanctum Bracelet chest, you're going to want to talk to Kang Cha, and she sells this Unrefined Rage Bracelet selection chest. So you're going to pick your Unrefined Bracelet and then use it to open up the Sanctum Bracelet chest, and that's how you're going to upgrade your bracelet. Next, let's talk about your necklace. The necklace, the way you upgrade it is pretty much the exact same as the earring and ring, but I want to talk about one little thing. So as you can see, my bracelet is ready to break through to stage 7, and it needs this stone scale necklace. In order to get this necklace, you need to get the Sanctum Breakthrough selection chest, which you can see Jinsore sells for 30 Sanctum cores, but it also has a chance to drop in any dungeon, including easy mode. The earring and ring will also need items from this box, so you need probably 3 at the very least. So after Amplitude, the next necklace you're going to be looking for is the Spirit Walker necklace. So you can pick up the unrefined version from this merchant up here using the spectral emblems you get from Spectral Shrine. It's a little difficult to do, not a little, very difficult to do, so you can hold off on this for a little bit, as long as your Amplitude necklace is at stage 10. Alright, now we are here in Anjara Monastery, and this is home to a few solo dungeons, including Circle of Sundering, Den of the Ancients, and Spectral Shrine. Right now, we are only going to need to be doing one of them, and that is Circle of Sundering, because if you come to this merchant, Song Hyun, if you scroll down a little bit, she sells this Scarlet Conservatory Legendary Mystic Badge chest. It's going to cost you 500 gold, plus 20 Tranquility Emblems, which you get emblem fragments from Circle of Sundering. Circle of Sundering is the easiest of these 3 to do, but it got buffed rather recently, so it's pretty difficult. But from what I remember, it's kind of similar to Young Sang in that you just kind of need to know the rotation, and you'll have the damage for it, especially if you completed the Call to Arms event. And finally, let's talk about the gloves and the belt. It's pretty much the exact same as getting your bracelet upgrade. You're going to need the Agitator accessory selection chest, and then pick the Agitator gloves or belt, depending on which one you want to upgrade, and then you're going to upgrade that into either the Portent, belt, or the God Hand gloves. But I would recommend only picking up the gloves this way, as by the time you have all of these upgrades, you should be able to do Spectral Shrine, and you can use 300 Spectral Shrine tokens, called Mentor's Emblems, in order to pick up the Agitator belt. If you're wondering how you get the materials for these upgrades, the easiest way to go about it is just by doing your daily and weekly challenge. The daily challenge will give you all these Soulstone, Moonstone, Sacred Crystal, and Elysian crystals that you'll need. So don't worry too much about those, just keep doing those every day and you'll have plenty. The weekly challenge also gives you the Dungeon Treasure or Raid Treasure selection chest. You pick which one you need. Raid treasures include things like the mech hearts that you will need for the Silver Steel accessory upgrades, and dungeon treasures are your scales that you'll need for other upgrades. These also drop legendary jewels, so just pick what you need and you'll be fine. So that's going to be it for this video. I know I mentioned upgrading your soul shield, and I'm going to do a full guide on soul shield upgrades very soon. Just know that your Thornbreaker soul shield is pretty good for now, and you don't really have to worry about it too much. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you found this helpful or you enjoy my content or other Blade and Soul content, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and it would really make my day. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I've been Fat Bento. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.